Here is an overview of the ingredients you'll need.
Starting off with our extra firm tofu, we're going to take that and cut it up into smaller rectangular pieces. Now taking our rectangular pieces of tofu, we're going to cover them on all sides with cornstarch and make sure you get every inch because that's really important for making sure that they're really crispy when we fry them. This is what they should look like after they've been covered in cornstarch. Now we're going to start the frying process. So we're putting some vegetable oil in a pot or pan and we're checking to see the oil is hot enough using a wooden utensil and seeing if it bubbles. Now we're adding our cornstarch covered tofu and we're just putting that in the pan, making sure there's enough space around each one. So once we've placed our tofu with adequate space around each one, we're going to start flipping them. And we're going to want to do this every maybe 15 seconds so we have even browning around each piece and making sure that each piece doesn't burn. And we're going to do this for about 5 minutes until we see a really nice brown color starting to form, as we can see here. And we can just see how crispy these tofus are getting. And after it's reached this really darker brown color, we're gonna strain them out using a strainer and your tofu is ready. So now we're gonna start making the sauce. So we're gonna take a small chunk of ginger and we're gonna chop that up. And it honestly depends on how much ginger you really prefer, but I put about a tablespoon. Then we're going to take some light soy sauce and we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of that to our ginger. And we're going to mix that around and then we're going to add some maple syrup, but honey would work well as well. And we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, but if you're adding honey, maybe only add 2 tablespoons. You're going to mix that all together. And lastly, we're gonna add some chili flakes. These are also optional. I like to have them for a little bit of a fiery kick, but if you don't like it too spicy, maybe don't add these. And we're gonna mix that all together. So we're serving our fried tofu with this side of sauce, and we're dipping it, and I can really assure you that this dish is super yummy and super easy to make, and you can even hear right now how crispy that tofu is.